Hello, this is Logic Dolphin, and I am here playing Sharp Fangs versus France 1. And this time we are playing the same setup as what we did, and it's actually the exact same seed, but we are playing with the instructions given to us by Frenzy. This is how he played this game. And so we get to compare and contrast our gameplay's experiences and see, what decisions we made differently and how we dealt with the different situations and whatnot. However, Frenzy does this with an added self-restriction, if you can figure out what it is. Set up presence placed in land 1. Invaders explore the mountains. For the growth phase, they put a presence from the top track for the animal to land 8, and they take 3 energy. So immediately there's a bit of a divergence from how I played, because I took a minor power here, but Frenzy took energy. Interesting. They convert a presence in land 8 to beasts. And they play both plant cards, 2 Near the Jungle, and Teeth Gleam from Darkness. For their fast phase, they use Ranging Hunt in A8. And they push beasts into 5 and 6 without moving presence. So he's already ignoring the mountains. They're both building. The explore happens, they explore the jungles. The slow powers. Here he says he forgot that 2 Near the Jungle wouldn't clear the land. So, slight misplay it seems. Still destroys an explorer. But he does want to put a beasts in 8. To potentially stop that build. Alright, turn 2 growth. Now he does presence, but now he's doing off the bottom track. Placing it into land 1. And he takes 3 energy. Still has yet to take a power card. He replaces the mountain presence with beasts. Plays the other 2 cards. In the fast phase, he uses Ranging Hunt to move the beasts and the presence. Move, it says beast singular and presence from 1 to 2. And he preys on the builders in land 8 without gathering. So now we have the tight-knit communities. So prey on the unwary, destroys explorers. And the Dahan gets added to land 3. Coastal Dahan. Mountains Ravage, we get 2 Blight. Jungle build. Alright. They explore the sands, but not A7, which is nice. Slow power is just terrifying chase. And he says he messed this one up as well. And couldn't get the bonus fear. The only land that he can see right now with explorers is A2. And it doesn't have explorers or towns with it. So he doesn't get the fear on it. But he opts to push the Dahan from 2 into 3. Now turn 3. His growth is to reclaim all, and he gains a major power. And he forgets the major power. Here's the self-challenge. He's going to play this one without using other power cards other than his uniques. So, no other powers will be seen in this game. That's the challenge. Presence gets added from bottom track into land 2, but he replaces that with a beasts. And then he plays all of his powers except Terrifying Chase. Now we have Ranging Hunt with damage plus Frenzied Assault. And reminder that this is Frenzy. So quite fitting to do Frenzied Assault, it seems. Fast phase, we use Ranging Hunt in A2 to gather a beast from the mountain, which kills the city. But one is pushed into the mountain, one into the sands, and we move our presence into the sands. We prey on the builders in the sands, gathering a beast from A2. Sacred sites under threat. We have no sacred sites. We guard ourselves to avoid removing a blight from the blight card for no reason. The beasts event. Each beast generates fear if invaders are present, moves to an adjacent land if not. We choose to swap the beasts in 5 and 8, so leave them basically where they are, but you know, they switch towns or locations, I guess. We don't move the presence. The other ones are fear. That's 4 fear, which in single player is a lot of fear. The fear cards. Dahan Enheartened. Each player may push Dahan from a land with invaders or gather Dahan into a land with invaders. This gets skipped. You might notice that A3 is blighting right now, but it will kill everything in the land. Well, it will save 2 Dahan. 2 Dahan will die, but all the invaders will be gone. So that's neglected, but if we push Dahan out, then there will still be surviving invaders. So that gets skipped. Second fear card, remove an explorer town from a land with beasts. That is too many monsters. And they remove the town from A6. So now the Ravage flips the Blight card. And now we see what the Blight card is. The Blight card is Appall upon the land. 3 Blight per player. Immediately on each board, destroy a presence and remove a town. And by the way, it could have been an immediate loss if it was destroy 3 presence, because there's only 2 on the board. But we destroy 1 presence. The 1. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where we are. I lost my place. Remove the presence in A4. And he says this turns out to be a mistake, and he could have won in the slow phase if he had destroyed the other presence. But he didn't do that. Because he could have probably used Frenzied Assault in this area, but he can't now. And he removes the town in A1 as well, because the other town is already dying to the Ravage. So now they build in the sands. Or they built in the sands except for prey, but now they're exploring the sands. And the escalation, they just put the town in A4. So yeah, if they had left the presence in A4, Frenzied had left the presence in A4, then Frenzied Assault would destroy the town, and also give us a fear, and would be at terror level 2, and we would have won the game. So, that sucks. Guess we have to course correct here. So, slow powers, we use both on land 7. Mainly because there's no explorer nearby. Heath Gleam, we add a beast, and they're just doing it in land 7. We also have Frenzied Assault. And Frenzy decides to not use the Frenzied Assault. And he says not using the Frenzy power is emotionally painful. But again, there's no nearby explorers, so all we would get off of this is fear, which they opt out of. Turn 4. The growth option is to reclaim all. And we take a major power! Yay! And we forget it. We add a presence from the bottom track into A4, but we're not replacing presence this turn. And we play the same 3 cards as last time, which was everything except Terrifying Chase, I do believe. Yep. So same cards as before. Fast Phase. We prey on the builders in the sands. Stops that build. Gather the beasts from 5. But we Ranging Hunt into 2 to gather beasts from 4 and a presence. Notice we can't actually deal with land 4 at all with our innate stuff because it has a blight. I guess we can do it with Frenzied Assault, but not with Ranging Hunt, not with Prey. So this is gonna Ravage and Cascade, which is very dangerous, and pending the event, game ending. But in any case, this is the fate that we have chosen for ourselves. We gathered the A4 beasts into 2, but we also want to end up in 3 actually, so we will end up there. We couldn't target A3 with Frenzied Assault, with Ranging Hunt, because it has Blight, so we have to go through 2 to get to 3. The event card. Farmers seek the Dahan for aid. And they choose to spurn the invaders. So 2 damage to Dahan on a land with buildings in Dahan. There are none of those. Blight to a land with at least 2 buildings. There are none of those. Buildings have -1 health until the end of the turn, so this building will have -1 health. And add a disease to land with Dahan with both Dahan and invaders. There are none of those. Yay! And the good news is we don't lose to the event. So Fear card. Belief takes root for defense in lands that don't matter. And then the Ravage Cascades. Cascades into 5 is their choice. The build is skipped. And the escalation, they choose to put the town in A8. And ultimately, the game is won if you know what to do here. We have a town in 4, we have a town in 8, and those are the only towns or cities left on the board. And there's only one way that we can deal with both before the next event card. They use Frenzied Assault in A4, killing the town. Also, we can kill something else, might as well. Too near the jungle in A3. Teeth Gleam in A2. Those last 2 didn't really matter as much. We just need to remove the town. Turn 5. Presence from top track anywhere. Anywhere you want it, that's the way you need it. +3 energy. Reclaim a plant card. Lay both powers. And then use Ranging Hunt to take out the last town. Except I need to actually gather a beast. Wasn't paying attention. And that's GG. So Frenzy went with a more challenging route of not taking any other powers and working with only Fangs innate cards. And also made a few mistakes which made the game a lot closer than it could have been. But still finishes with 37 points. 4 Dahan on the board, 6 Blight on the island, and 7 cards left in the Invader deck. So that was Frenzy's attempt at this.